Good evening. Uh, Thinking back when I used to use a lot, and every time I would go back and forth, it was like 25 years of going to meetings, sobriety meetings, vigilantly, and there was years where I had to do 5 a day, and I had to do my chores, and I had up to 5 jobs at one time. Uh, Record store, uh, rehearsal hall,
Vinyl Solution Records in
uh,
Huntington Beach.
anyway, just odd jobs all my life, and hoping to always wanting to be roadie. Being roadie was main, and then when I was trying to be an extra in movies, I got in a bunch of Batman, when Russell Crowe came up, a couple of his movies. Eddie Murphy movie, Vampire in Brooklyn, Waterworld, like horrible movies. But just to be my main thing was either a bum or a rebel, skinhead, um, bummy, any punk rock, tramp, anything that was street savvy, going down, jailbird, any of those. But we used to call in before the internet every day. You call in and you listen to the speaker, and then you go to a parking lot after you. My main thing was going to wardrobe and not being, they would be perfect, look at the other actors and go, "Dude, see, I don't need wardrobe." And then once in a while you get featured. You only get $40 a day, unless you get double time. But I got featured a couple times. I got a couple of parts. A couple times blew it. I got one Disney part. I'm glad I blew it because I went to the wrong place, but I still went back to Hollywood, to where the location was, and did a full role to get my, with my, I was perfect. I was the guy. It was a movie called Ed, Monkey, and I was me, and I got to choose which I was gonna be the guy that steals the monkey. It's like a baseball player monkey, and I did the thing and got the role, and then they told me where to be, and we didn't have a phone. I had to pull over at the payphone in San Diego, and it was like, dude, I was supposed to be where all the geeks are now, Simi Valley. I went the wrong way on the 5, and I was going in the fire lane because I was late. And I remember sharing about it at a meeting because I almost had a chance. I thought that was going to be my big fucking chance, and I blew it. And I remember just going, fuck. But I was far enough along, because each time you come back from blowing it, you get a little wiser to, like, okay, this might not be, every time you blow it, it only takes one chick, one fucking good idea, one guy with a credit card that comes into the meeting and is like, dude, you're Dwayne Peter, dude, fuck, I got some money, let's go, do you know where to get dope? Boom, 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 the triggers are on. And when you lose your style, it's because you're loaded. And that's why the junkies always end up in sweats. They're easy to put on, and slip-ons or thongs, because it gets hard to tie your shoes. Daily reprieves are really gnarly. So I just remember we used to put down college kids when I was in my 20s, because I remember trying to fit in when you're loaded all the time, and back then everything was illegal, so you can't be really. Cops know the junkies, and you know the cops. It's a different dimension. It's down there, but they know when you got warrants and you act weird, and you gotta, it's a game all the time back then. And the college kids were all wearing uh, bicycle pants, tight bicycle pants. It was the first of in. So we're in our 20s, young 20s. Well, you see these college fuckers? They're like, "Yo, what the fuck is up with that?" You know, we're at the punk shows and stuff. Fuck, they better not come in here. But they did because of, you know, 80s and 90s and the fat pants when that came in the 90s. You had Taco Bell guy Hammer, MC Hammer, coming down with his Taco Bell. It was out of its mind. Where we lost the punks way before that when the jocks all started getting kicked off the football teams and going to the punk shows, and Charge just came in. And Charge is all heavy metal dudes that just went, "Oh, we're gonna get punk," and spike their hairs, and you can't really hang out with them because they're fresh off the field, so they just want to fight. That's all they want to do is fight. Ooh, what, huh? They have that mentality. So you know, you just want, dude, get behind me, shut the fuck up, I need you. You know, a bunch of linebackers. That's what they're good for until they ever learn what the fuck is going on. But I remember getting up, and I was very shaky, and I had to go out run some credit cards and stuff like that, and I put on some of that. Someone left bicycle shorts, and I put them on because I had to be on a bicycle. It's stolen, and went to go do credit cards, and you take them at that time in that late 80s, the gas stations were on to the credit cards. There was a bunch of us, and you'd get uh, cartons of smokes. They're $10 a carton, and then you sell them to the liquor stores in Santa Ana for $5 a carton. So that's the big scam. But then the gas stations started going, you can only get 2 cartons at one. You know, because you could just go to one. Give me 10 cartons. Put them in your backpack. Take them to the liquor store in Santa Ana. $5 a carton. Boom, go get your rigs over at the fucking welfare department. Go down to Minnie or Myrtle Street. Cop right off the street, Cuadrito de Negra, Escante de Blanca, boom, Taco Bell, bathroom, and you're fucking good to go. So anyway, one time we got thrown in jail, and I got thrown in jail with my bicycle pants, shorts on, because I was trying to look normal with the cops. See, I go to college, I'm on my way to school, got my backpack on, and you get thrown in. Nothing more embarrassing back then. There was a line of cool people. See, I feel like I went to sleep and all the cool people left, got killed. And now I'm just stuck with all these fucking people that don't even argue with the college kids. They let them run everything. See, we're telling the college kids, turn your fucking rap down. And we turn up our fucking punk rock up against them, the car wars. We were at war all the time. But man, I'm in jail. I kick all the dope, and we're playing. I end up from the main over to the fucking Lacey, which is over by Vans, and they got baseball over there and volleyball, and there was either Lacey or the farm, and I usually end up going to the farm where they got their own food and all that stuff. But this time, Lacey, baseball team and volleyball team. Everyone skins their head so we all know who each other are. And then I'm in the skinhead bucket volleyball team. We're winning, and then I get called for an early out. I gotta go to a work program at the beach. I don't even have a place to live, but you say you do because you want to get out. I want a cigarette. I want to fucking, you know. I don't know if I want to do junk anymore, and that was the argument every time. And I always blew because if I had a Walkman, they let you out downtown Santa Ana. It's so easy to walk right down the street. Walkman, $10. You get the $10, and then it's easy to score an old outfit for $2 at the welfare. Go bomb $2. It's so gross. Anyway, but that's how the junkie lives. And then back then, where'd my paws go? Where's my style? Fuck. And I remember we were getting released. I was getting released with like 3 other skinheads that were playing volleyball for like a month. Everything's cool. And then we were getting out, beaters. And I'm like, those aren't mine, because they're the bicycle shorts. And everyone's looking at me like, what the fuck are those? See, we used to care. Like, they're all getting their Levi's. One guy's got his vet. I have these fucking chilly, like maybe a t-shirt and a fucking, just like, those aren't mine. Oh, I'll wear them because they're going to make me wait before they give me scrubs. And I want to go out with these guys. So I got to put them on. And they're all laughing, but they're not mine. And that's how we had to roll back then, with no style. Back to the beach, and I ended up getting 26 days of work in, going back to the clink because I missed one day, broken collarbone, all that stuff. But I do know that the first things that leave the building when you start using and drinking is love and style. Style probably first, then love, because everything's kind of like you don't have any feelings. Everything you need, you're always sick, and you're never getting well. You're getting what is called well, but you're never getting loaded. That first high is gone for the first time. And any junkie, any alcoholic that's true to his heart will tell you it'll never be the same. You're going to be chasing it for the rest of your life. That's the truth. All right, man. Hope everyone's having a great night. Much love.